Welcome back to my career mode, and we're on the final SmackDown before the Royal Rumble. Don't forget to hit that like button, don't forget to subscribe and go back and watch the previous episodes, as at the moment we're stuck in a rivalry with Stardust going into the Royal Rumble. Last episode I said we'd get revenge on Stardust, and right at the end we did. But up next we got a rematch with Randy Orton. It was a great match last episode, and we're looking to have another great match again here on SmackDown. But don't worry, I ain't finished with Stardust yet before the Royal Rumble.
He picks up another impressive hard-fought win. Oh man, here we go. We can see another fight between these two. Get ready. Wait a second, is that? Oh, look out from behind. What a cheap shot. Wow, what a shot. He's out cold.
So seeing Chris for the second time tonight then, as he tries to run straight through Randy Orton. Last week he picked up the win over Randy Orton. Randy Orton wanted a rematch and he's getting it here tonight. But as I said, it's not the first time we're seeing Chris tonight, because we saw him attack Stardust earlier on this evening. But Randy Orton now trying to take control of this matchup. Picking Chris up. Throws him into the turnbuckle. And an elbow from Chris. Picking Randy Orton up, but Randy Orton able to counter with the arm breaker. And those chops. Randy Orton able to counter with the Russian leg sweep though. Turning Chris over. And slamming Randy Orton down to the mat below. And now lining it up. The knee, followed by the neck breaker. Huge move. Now going with the stomps and turning Randy Orton over. And throwing him across the ring. Now going for that fireman's carry on Chris. Keeping him neutralised. Not allowing him to have the chance to win this match. Going for the cover now is Randy Orton, but Chris had a kick out at one. And a bionic elbow straight to Chris on the temple. Randy Orton slowly taking Chris apart. Dragging him into the middle. And the knee straight to the head. He's zeroing in on the head of Chris now. With Chris able to counter, throwing Randy Orton to the outside. And then the spear to take him all the way down to the floor. Now climbing the turnbuckle. What's he got planned from the top here? Jumps down. Goes straight through Randy Orton, but lands hard on the floor. Who's going to recover first? Chris is stirring. He's up to his feet before Randy Orton. Randy Orton now up to his feet. Counters. Shot to the back. And another shot to the back. And a backdrop. Chris's head is hurting now. Going for the cover, but they're on the outside. It's not a Falls Count Anywhere match. What is Randy Orton thinking of there? But another bionic elbow to the head of Chris. Chris is in trouble today. Trying to get back up. Trying to get back to his feet. And back in the ring he gets. And runs straight through Randy Orton again. Dragging him into the middle of the ring. Now positioning him and throwing him across the ring. And again, looking for that move. Trying to get the knee and the neck breaker together at the same time. Great move by Chris. And we'll see, looking at his... Oh, he's going for that power bomb. He's got him. Pulls him up. And connects with a power bomb. Huge power bomb. Chris now going up to the second turnbuckle. Going for that senton, but misses. Randy Orton moves out of the way. Chris counters. Counters with a diamond cutter. Chris showing he's not worried about this match at the moment. Got Randy Orton hooked. Going for the pile driver. And he connects. The pile driver connects. Now waiting. Standing in wait for Randy Orton to get up. Hooks the arm. And a flatliner. Flatliner to Randy Orton. Turns him over. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. No! Randy Orton kicks out. How much more does Chris have to do to Randy Orton to get him down? Now hooks him again. Gets him up. And powerbomb. Huge powerbomb to Randy Orton. Getting him back up again. Up he goes. And down with another powerbomb. Chris taking a sit down. Trying to wonder what he has to do to keep Randy Orton down. Shots to the back. Again, got him hooked and over the top and thrown around the ring. Randy Orton back up to his feet, but into a punch. Laid in the turnbuckle, a knee straight to the gut and threw him out. Chris climbs up the second turnbuckle and this time connects with that flying senton. Randy Orton now countering back with that shoulder block. Randy Orton trying to build up a head of speed, but Chris able to stop that one. Gets turned round. Up he goes. Almost an Olympic slam there by Randy Orton. Randy Orton's feeling it. Clothesline. Another clothesline by Randy Orton. Chris goes for the clothesline, countered, and into the power slam. And now Randy Orton going to every part of Chris, taking out every little part in that he can, just stomping away. Going for the cover. 1, 2, 3, and he's done enough. Randy Orton has done enough to keep Chris down for the 3. And he gets that slight bit of revenge and wins after losing last week. He leaves with a victory this week. What a hard-fought match between both men. But Randy Orton is the victor. So that was a bit of an up and down night at SmackDown. Got a bit more measure of revenge against Stardust. But lost to Randy Orton. That's how things happen. But then the Authority, who I thought were my friends here, told me afterwards that on Superstars I'll be tagging up with Stardust against the New Day. Why would they do this to me? So there you go. And Chris going to start against Xavier Woods. Oh no, he's not. Stardust tagging him out. These two are not going to work well together. Stardust now starts it off with Xavier Woods, hooking the head and now taking Xavier Woods over to the ring ropes. Comes off, disaster kick. Disaster kick. This one could be over early. Going for the cover. 1, 2. No, not even a 1 count. Not even a 2 count. As you notice, Chris didn't even bother getting into the ring there. I don't think he's willing to help out Stardust at all. Stardust now preying on Xavier Woods. And down goes Kofi Kingston. Stardust drilled him, and again, Chris is just standing there too. Almost a 3 count. Chris making no effort to try and make sure they win this match. Stardust raking at the eyes. Turns Xavier Woods round and now throws him into the turnbuckle. Takes him up on top of the turnbuckle. But Xavier Woods fighting back. Comes off the ropes with a hurricanrana. Stardust maybe needing to make a tag on Xavier Woods does, and he does. Stardust now got Kofi Kingston to worry about. Kofi Kingston throws him against the ropes. Oh, super kick by Xavier Woods. Super kick by Xavier Woods to Stardust. Stardust will be needing to get a tag on. Kofi Kingston all over Stardust at the moment. Up and down with a gut buster. Kofi Kingston getting countered there. Stardust now going over and finally getting the tag out to Chris. Chris now runs straight through Kofi Kingston. Is this going to be a game of one-upsmanship? Kofi Kingston countering Chris, but Chris countering back with that fireman carry and a diamond cutter. Diamond cutter bringing down Kofi. And now hooking again, throwing him around the ring while staring into the eyes of Stardust as he did it. And backdrop to Kofi Kingston, telling him to suck it now, and taking out Xavier Woods. He's going to do this by himself. Going to slam Kofi, but Kofi able to counter into a Russian leg sweep. And now just choking out Chris. And Kofi Kingston going with that stamp down onto the face of Chris as well. And I think that was a clothesline, I'm not too sure. Clothesline or a punch, I'm not too sure on that one. But here comes Xavier Woods now. And Chris runs straight through him as well. Opening up those kicks. Go for the super kick but misses. Xavier Woods grabbing hold of him and go with that backdrop. Backdrop to Chris. Now just turning him over. Picking Chris up. Chris able to counter, throwing him against the ropes. And a super kick. Super kick connects. Xavier Woods did one to Stardust, and Chris returns the favour. But still, Stardust and Chris don't seem to be on the same page at all. Throwing Xavier Woods around. Chris says he's going to take the glory here. You wanted to be in this match. Well, you had a chance at the beginning. And now I'm taking hold of this one. But Xavier Woods now opening up the punches. And now connecting with the last one. Going for the cover. Not even a one count. Chris kicks out. Xavier Woods standing there in disbelief almost. Can't believe how quickly he kicked out. Kick to the gut. Now getting him up. Went to throw him down, but Xavier Woods countering. Chris now countering. Jawbreaker. Now going into that belly-to-belly suplex. Throwing Xavier Woods around the place. Kick to Xavier Woods to keep him down on the mat. Now hooking him again. Throwing him across the ring. Taking out Xavier Woods with a clothesline. Telling Xavier Woods to suck it. What's he got planned here? Going for the pile driver. And a pile driver connects. Huge pile driver. Now, we know what he's going for here. He's telling Xavier Woods to get up. He's got the flatliner for him. Huge flatliner. And Chris taking out Kofi Kingston. Now going for the cover. 1, 2, 3. And this one is over. Chris and Stardust win this matchup. Didn't act very well as a team, but they still won this matchup. And they actually celebrate to go, wait a minute. Stardust turns around and attacks Chris. Why? Well, Stardust getting a bit of revenge on him. And I can't believe he's done that. And in the next episode, Chris and Stardust go one-on-one at the Royal Rumble. So don't forget to subscribe to see that. And I'll see you next time.